Uncle Pencil, we'd be dancing on the lake. When it ain't falls off, but we'd be walking the world. While you're singing your rope, so if you're stepping in close, you're gonna be eating some tea. So please step back.
I'm gonna put you guys away for so long, your fleas will have fleas!
Hey, howdy, hey, you bad guys. Wolfman4Sandash here. So, as everyone knows, DreamWorks are well known for creating film franchises based on beloved children's book series, and some being more well known than others. And The Bad Guys is no exception to this, because it is, of course, based on a book series as well. The general idea of it is trying to put all these animals that are usually depicted as bad guys, literally, into this world where they're basically robbers, trying to pull out a lot of different heists and everything, and then end up doing some good and so forth. And that's basically what this franchise is about. So we've got 2 feature films to talk about, as well as at least 1 short film and a couple of TV specials. There was another short film that I was going to talk about as well, but unfortunately, due to reasons, I haven't been able to access that at home, and I know it was attached to another DreamWorks film called Dogman. So I don't know where I'm going to be able to access that or whatever, but as and when I'm able to access it, I will do my review either on Letterboxd if it's on there, or some other place, rather than just do a video on it, because don't see much point of this short film. But anyway, let's start with the 2022 film known as The Bad Guys. So this was the first DreamWorks film to basically try and mimic the style of the Spider-Verse films, in that it's like trying to be one frame, having action sequences that are 1 or 2 frames per second, and all this other stuff as well. You got Sam Rockwell playing the wolf, and I'd forget the rest of the cast, but yeah, you got a wolf, you got a snake, you got a shark, you got a spider, and you got a piranha, all anthropomorphic animals that coexist with human and other anthropomorphic animal characters. And the bad guys pull off this heist, try and get away. And then they come into this sort of conspiracy where this little hamster dude, played by, voiced by Richard Waddy, is trying to turn them into good guys, and is trying to do whatever he can to make them be good guys. But then it turns out there are things that transpire and everything, and the bad guys end up being bad and all that other stuff as well. Overall, for DreamWorks' first attempt at creating a film that's mimicking the Spider-Verse style of animation, it's good. I like the animated eyes. It gives off some good expressions. I like how some of the characters move, and I like the designs of the characters and so forth as well. I just like the overall feel of it. It feels like a very mature film, despite being marketed for a family-friendly audience, and I really enjoyed it. It's good fun, great energy, good soundtrack and everything. So I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. So bringing us on to the short film called Maraschino Bay, or whatever it's called. It's basically about the bad guys finding this ruby, and they're trying to trick the chief of police into thinking it's the real ruby, but not fake ruby, and yada yada yada. You get the idea of that. Pretty short, straightforward, to the point. Gonna give it a 8 out of 10. So bringing us on to A Very Bad Holiday, which is the bad guys' Christmas special, in which they kind of, as you guessed it, they kind of ruin Christmas, destroying a Santa Claus balloon, and the city makes out that they can't celebrate Christmas anymore. So the bad guys make it their mission to try and bring Christmas back, so they can perform this heist on Christmas Day and so forth. And things transpire and everything. It's good fun. Only problem I have is the animation looks a little bit off, and the new cast for the characters doesn't kind of match the actors from the films, but it is what it is. So Very Bad Holiday, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10, because it's good, but the cast and the animation just feels a bit cheap looking. And then there's Haunted Heist, which of course is the Halloween special, in which the bad guys come across this mansion where this big sort of bad guy that is the inspiration for what they do lived, and it's basically revealed that if you get a treasure from his, he curses you forever and everything, and then they take a treasure, Wolfie gets cursed and things happen to transpire, and it's all about pulling off pranks and scary stuff and all sorts. and it's quite a funny one. Not too distracting with the cast this time, and I think it was a much better special out of the two TV specials. So I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10 because it's slightly better. And as I say, the Little Lies and Alibis short, I've not had a chance to be able to watch it or can't access it or whatever, so I'll leave whatever thoughts I have on that on Letterboxd or some other website that I'm on there. So bringing us on to the latest film, which is The Bad Guys 2. So in this one, the bad guys have kind of tried to sort of go about their daily lives, trying to find jobs and trying to sort of live normal lives as best they can. And then it's later revealed that a new sort of person that's made out to be this new bad person is trying to frame them for various crimes that they didn't commit. They try and find the perpetrator, and then it's later revealed that there is a rival gang called the Bad Girls who are trying to perform heists just like the bad guys did, but kind of up the ante a bit by doing possibly the biggest heist of them all, involving going into space. And this one is probably better than the first one. It's got the same cast as the first feature film. It's got a lot of emotional depth to it. It does hit quite hard in places as well, and it's very well animated too. And even though it is kind of released after the sort of decision that DreamWorks made, in which the person in charge of DreamWorks made, in which they would be following suit with Illumination in terms of how the animation is done, it still looks like very much the very first film, and I really, really enjoyed it. Only issue I did have with it is the cheetah lion character that Danielle what's-her-face plays, the girl from the Minecraft movie and Orange Is the New Black. It just, I don't know what it is, but I don't think it kind of matches to this sort of tough girl that this cheetah character is supposed to be. But anyway, here's what it is. So I'm going to give The Bad Guys 2 a 8 out of 10. It's definitely a good sequel, definitely up there as being one of the best sequels that ever came, but I just can't get over that one character whose voice and character just doesn't match. So it's just a bit of a quick run this time, but yeah, that's what I think about the Bad Guys stuff, apart from Little Lies and Alibis, which, as I say, I'll do a separate review as a written one in any way I can. But yeah, that's what I think about all the Bad Guys stuff. I've not read the books, so I can't really talk about them. But I really enjoyed this franchise, and it's definitely another great franchise that DreamWorks have made, especially during their time being part of Universal, which is great. But yeah, that's what I think. So if you've seen any of these, I'd love to hear what you think, so leave them in the comments below. But other than that, thanks so much for watching. Like, share, comment, and subscribe if you can, please. Those of you new to my channel, I do vlogs like this when I'm reviewing stuff, talking about all sorts of different things, and other stuff as well. I also do occasional shorts, gameplay videos where it's straight up gameplay, usually following a long game over a series of videos. Let's play videos, you'll know what those are, where you hear commentary and everything. But sometimes, depending on the game, I do let's plays of the long game as well, if I feel like it. So yeah, that's what I do. See you in the next one. Peace to you all. And remember, sometimes sometimes doing bad things can lead to you doing good things, but sometimes good things can lead you into doing bad things. So yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, alright. Doodles.
I can make the bad guys good for a week.